In 2005, I had an experience that would change my life forever. I lost my mom to breast cancer. If I had known what I know now, maybe I could have saved her. But I didn't know what I know now. And I wanted to share with you today 3 simple tips that can reduce your breast cancer risk. So stay tuned. Hey, what's cracking? This is Darren PhatMan McDuffie helping you become perfectly healthy and toned. And this video is being brought to you by I'mThePhatMan.com. So today I wanted to share with you 3 simple but effective ways to reduce your risk for breast cancer dramatically. The first one is changing your deodorant. So why would we want to do that? Now, many of you don't know that a lot of commercial deodorants contain a lot of chemicals as well as aluminum. Now, our underarms have something what we call lymph nodes, and those lymph nodes are a direct connection to our lymphatic fluid. Lymphatic fluid flows all throughout your body. Now, what they've seen in the study is that when people who have breast cancer, they've taken the tissue out and found these tumors, and they see that there's aluminum located within these tumors. So how did the aluminum get there? I just explained to you the process of your lymph nodes being under your arms or located in the underarms and traveling. So chances are what's happening is that aluminum is getting lodged in the tissue because it's traveling through the lymphatic fluid directly into the breast. So all you have to do to reduce your risk is just change your deodorant. Get rid of the commercial deodorant with all the chemicals and the aluminum and change to something to a more holistic or organic type of deodorant. I have one that I use here. It's called Real Purity. It's actually made for women, but it holds me pretty well. And I've gone through a lot of different types of organic deodorants. And chances are you may have to go through 3 or 4 types of these deodorants before you find something that works for you. So don't give up. I've talked to a lot of people and they try one and it doesn't work for them and they go back to the commercial stuff. But you don't want to risk that. You really want to try a couple of different ones before you decide to give up. And you'll find one that actually works with your body chemistry. Everybody's body chemistry is different and you have to find something that works with that. If you can't find one that doesn't work for you, you may be able to just make your own. There are a number of videos out there like this YouTube video that I'm doing right now today that helps you make your own deodorant. I think a lot of people use the base of coconut oil. There's a lot of different things that you can do. So find one of those videos, make your deodorant, and it might be able to save you some money because when you're using these organic deodorants, they can be a little bit more pricey than the commercial ones, but again, they're better for you. Second thing is to mind your vitamin D levels. What they found in people who have breast cancer is they have very, very low vitamin D levels. As a population as a whole, we have low vitamin D levels. The reason being is that we don't spend enough time in the sun. What we do is we go to work, we get in our car, we come home. We go to work, we get in our car, and we come home. And the cycle just continues and we're not getting an adequate amount of sun. Your body can make its own vitamin D from the sun, but again, we're not getting an adequate amount of sunshine. So if you're someone who has fairer skin, what you want to do is you want to stay out in the sun about 10 minutes. Don't overexpose yourself to the sun. That's where a lot of the problems come in. A lot of people overexpose themselves to the sun, so stay about 10 minutes. If you're someone that's darker skin origin like myself, we need twice as much time in the sun as someone who's fairer skinned. The reason being is that we have melanin in our skin and the sun has to penetrate that melanin. So we need about 20 minutes in the sun. If you can't get a lot of sunshine, you live in an area where there's not a lot of sunshine, you want to supplement with vitamin D. Don't over supplement in vitamin D. You need to find out what your levels are. Go to a doctor and the doctor can test you with this, test the vitamin D levels in your blood. Very, very simple test and you can find out where you are. Remember this about hormones. Hormones are funny things within the body. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. So it's a funny thing. The body doesn't want too little of a hormone. It doesn't want too much of a hormone. It wants things to be just right. So you want to make sure that you find out where your levels are, and if you're supplementing, you don't over supplement with your vitamin D. So that's tip number 2, just to mind your vitamin D levels. So tip number 3 is to clean out your liver. Reason being is that 20, 30, 40 years ago, we did not have the chemicals in our water, in our air, and in most of the products that we use now. And I can tell you one of the biggest things for women is personal care products. A lot of personal care products have parabens, they have phthalates, they have all kinds of substances in there that your liver is just not prepared to filter. The biggest job for our liver is it's used as a filtering system, and it's being bombarded with the amount of chemicals that are in the air and the water and what I just said. So you really want to make sure that you clean out your liver. How do you do that? You can do coffee enemas. A lot of people get kind of squeamy when it comes to coffee enemas, but they're one of the most effective ways to clean out your liver. You can do liver cleanses. There are a number of pills that are out there that will help you cleanse your liver. And if you know anything about cancer, I remember reading a book on the Gerson method. They make cancer patients do these coffee enemas about 5 times a day. So you really want to make sure that your liver is cleansed and make sure that your liver is clear so it can kind of filter out the things that it needs to filter out. And I can tell you from experience, there's a lot of people out there who have clogged up livers and don't think that detoxing or unclogging the liver is important, but your liver is a major organ, and if your liver fails you, then you're going to have a lot of problems. So the number 2 things that you can do is, again, do those liver cleanses and also do a coffee enema. Don't get squeamish, learn about your body, and you can do the coffee enemas. I have a video on coffee enemas. I'll post it here as well. You can click on that and find out how to do those. Very, very easy to do. You just need 15 minutes and you're done, and you can clean out your liver. So these are 3 simple but effective ways to reduce your breast cancer risk. If you have any questions, leave them under the video and I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you want to know more about your health and wellness, please listen to my radio show. It's called Perfectly Healthy and Toned Radio. I do it every Wednesday night, sometimes on Monday night. It's at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I have a lot of well-known health and wellness experts on there. We discuss their books and just overall general tips for you to take better care of your health. Thanks again. It's been Darren "PhatMan" McDuffie, and I will see you on the next video.